My name is Elizabeth Leger. I go by Beth. I'm a professor at the University of Nevada, Reno in the biology department. And I study plants and plant restoration. And it was actually, I took a upper division class in evolution from a professor who ended up being one of my mentors. And it was one quarter in that evolution class and I was completely sold. I was like, this is where I want to put my energy. Somewhere where I can ask questions and know that I'm pushing knowledge forward and that I'm certain about outcomes. So it was really the experimental elements of biology that drew me in. So right now we have this influx of annual grasses that are doing super well in our current management and climate regime, and they are rapidly converting our native, perennial, beautiful Great Basin landscapes into these annual, very fire-prone systems. And so I'm working with a bunch of windmill tilters trying to stem the tide of conversion from annual grasslands to perennial systems. So working on native plant restoration and rare plant conservation with a bunch of state and federal and NGO partners is my current passion. I would say that the training of graduate students is almost the most important part of my job, and watching them flourish and continue their careers has been fantastic. So at this point, I've been doing this since 2006, and so I've trained a fair number of graduate students who are pursuing their own careers in restoration, and that is one of the best things. And so sometimes I sit at these meetings, we'll be, all these different partners together, and I'll look around the room, and there'll be 3 or 4 of my former graduate students sitting there, like making decisions and making things happen, and I love it. It's so great. And so restoration, I feel, is still literally debating these issues of how do we restore in the times of climate change and species introduction, and what does that actually mean to restore. And it's a really fascinating conversation that I've kind of watch evolve. And that's on the one side, there's a conversation about it, and then on the other side, there's a very practical element. Even if you have this idea of what you want, if that is not possible, the land will let you know, and so you can have all the plans you want, but they do not always come to fruition. So we're at this really interesting time in restoration ecology of trying to mix the possible and the desirable together.